Hi everyone, I'm Jane from Association of Carers, and I'm here with one of the carers that we support, Lynn, and we are going to have a bit of a chat about getting online during coronavirus. So things like Zoom, WhatsApp, that kind of thing, and if those platforms have been useful. Hi Lynn, thanks for joining me.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Excellent stuff. And it was quite nice actually that kind of as we started this this Zoom chat, you were getting pings on your phone of photos from WhatsApp, wasn't it? And you were saying that you'd actually not used WhatsApp before lockdown.
No, until lockdown came, I've never been on WhatsApp before, but that has been really useful as well to get in touch with our children and our grandchildren and to have chats with them. So this technology has been a good new thing for us to get into. Not always successful for us to start with, but we're getting there.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, my kind of regular kind of interactions with you is via Zoom. Was Zoom something you knew about or had heard of before lockdown?
I'd not had anything to do with Zoom, never even heard of it, but it's been a lifeline to me during lockdown because we've been able to keep in touch with different groups and met people that we'd never met before. It's been a really good platform for me to use. At first, I made a few mistakes getting onto it, but now I think I've got my head around it. It's not too bad. Things go wrong occasionally with pictures breaking down or things like that, but on the whole, yes, very, very good.
Excellent stuff. So you mentioned that you have the odd problem, but for the most part, it's fairly straightforward. You get a link or a kind of a password, and it's fairly intuitive in terms of how to use it.
Yeah, very simple to get through. If you just click on the link and then you get through, it lets you shows you whether you want to be in the video or not, and so you can sort of prepare yourself before you go on, whether you're sitting in the middle of the screen or to the side of the screen.
Adjust the fringe is what I always have to do. It's like I suddenly realised I've got kind of a weird centre parting thing going on. No, that's really good. So we've used it for kind of quizzes and bingo, but have you used Zoom for other things as well?
Yes, we belong to the Horton Dementia Society, and they on a Friday have singing, so we join that for singing, and every now and again they have a craft afternoon on a Monday, and that's been very enjoyable. I also use it for I belong to the Salvation Army, and so they have 2 sessions a week, one for their service and one for meeting and chat, and that's been very nice to link up with them as well. So
So lots of different things, lots of ways of keeping in touch with kind of people and groups, basically.
That's right.
Yeah, fantastic. And do you think it's something that you could imagine carrying on using after lockdown's finished then? Kind of, does it potentially, take the pressure off you having to kind of go out and do, actually kind of get yourself geared up to go out the house? You could do something, stay at home and do it instead.
Well, yes, definitely. And it's like with our bingo afternoons. I mean, I really enjoy those. And we actually didn't know any of the people that were on the bingo sessions. But they're a lovely little group. And yeah, I think if that carried on, we'd definitely carry on with it.
Yeah, I mean, we've always kind of recognised that, for some of our carers, getting online more would be really helpful, but some of them have struggled, or some of them haven't really felt that there was kind of an imperative for them to do it. And I think maybe lockdown has forced some people's hands, and actually it's enabled them to see that it's a really useful tool. So it's a kind of a silver lining, I suppose, if there can be a silver lining to such a a desperate kind of tragic situation. But I think, you know, for yourselves, it's really good that you kind of recognise and see that it's a really helpful tool that can maybe help you stay in touch with people, access information in ways that you weren't able to before.
Also, I think for people that are at home caring for loved ones and can't get out, it gives them something to be able to do within their own homes. So yeah, I think there's still a place for it even after lockdown.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely planning to keep running online activities because it's just a convenient and, you know, hopefully simple way to be able to keep in touch with people. So would you encourage other people, other carers, maybe people who are a bit anxious, you know, maybe aren't particularly technically, I mean, would you have considered yourself to be particularly kind of technologically savvy before?
Definitely not. I've even had to come to grips with online shopping, which was disastrous to start with. I ended up with all these bags of crisps that I didn't want.
There could be worse things to be have an overload of, I suppose.
But I think I've got it sort of sorted out more now.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't. I only ever used my laptop for emailing and Googling.
Yeah.
So yes, I've had to learn different things, different skills over lockdown, but I have enjoyed it.
Brilliant. No, it's been fantastic for us having this kind of opportunity and way of keeping in touch with people. So all in all, you would encourage fellow carers or fellow onlineophobes to try and engage kind of safely, because obviously, you know, there are inherent risks of using things online, but kind of big platforms are secure. They've got good security kind of behind them, and I think people have to remember that, you know, that it is safe to do things online. So you would give a big thumbs up to kind of, you know, people trying to get online and finding ways to engage with online activities.
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
And when you think of the average age of some of us that have had to do it, I think you know, it's been a really good experience for them to also learn something new. So yeah.
Do you think it will or has given you the confidence to kind of try other kind of, you know, online platforms? So you said about the online, you know, the online shopping as well. You've been WhatsApping, you've been Zooming, like, you know, kind of, have you been able to do kind of, you know, doctor stuff, repeat prescriptions and things like that? Or have you not done that kind of thing yet so much?
I haven't done that sort of thing yet. And
do you think it would make you a bit more confident to maybe be able to do it, or, you know, online banking and stuff? Yeah,
I think it would.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, no, I mean, that's so good to get your perspective. I think it's really helpful, because it's, you know, it's all very well, you know, people who have, you know, spent, you know, a long time kind of using computers and being online saying it's easy to do. You know, it's really great to get the perspective of people who, you know, who themselves admit that maybe they weren't so kind of tech savvy and weren't online so much, saying, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. So is that your kind of position? If I can do it, you can do it. Fantastic. Okay, I mean, is there anything else you would like to say or ask, or, you know, any thoughts about Zoom and being online and that kind of thing? It's fine if not.
No, I think it's just it's better than being on the telephone at times, because at least you can see the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
And so no, I would say that it was a win-win thing. Really enjoyed everything about it. The quizzes we've done and the Christmas time things. Yeah, very, very good.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, because, you know, you guys coming along and being willing to give those activities a try are what make them a success. So thank you for coming and doing them, and thank you for talking to me today, and doing your bit to encourage other people to get online a bit more. That's really brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Take care.